The internet feels wireless, but nearly all of it travels through cables lying on the ocean floor. And when one of them snaps, the entire world relies on a tiny fleet of ships to sail out and fix it by hand. 99% of all international data crosses the ocean this way, through nearly 600 cables. Together, they stretch over 1 million kilometers, enough to wrap around the Earth dozens of times, carrying almost everything you do online. And they're smaller than you'd think. Out in the deep, a cable carrying an entire continent's internet is barely thicker than a garden hose, with a core of glass as thin as a human hair. The cables don't carry ordinary electricity. They send pulses of light through those glass fibers at 2/3 the speed of light. And to survive an entire ocean, repeaters on the seafloor boost the signal every 50 to 100 kilometers. But this hidden network is fragile. Most breaks aren't sabotage. They're ship anchors and fishing gear dragging across the seafloor. Earthquakes and undersea landslides snap the rest. Sharks barely register. So, when a cable goes dark, the world calls one of only about 60 repair ships. First, engineers send test pulses from both ends to pinpoint the break, sometimes kilometers down in total darkness. The ship sails to the spot and lowers a grapnel, a heavy hook, dragging it slowly across the sea floor until it snags the buried cable. Then it hauls the cable up, thousands of meters, easing it onto the deck without snapping the fragile glass inside. The damaged section is cut away. The hair-thin fibers are lined up and fused back together by hand, then tested with a beam of light to make sure the signal flows again. Finally, the repaired cable is sealed, lowered back down, and settled onto the seafloor. And a piece of the internet quietly flickers back to life. The internet can feel invisible, like it lives in the air, but it runs on thousands of kilometers of glass and steel, and a small fleet of ships quietly keeping the whole world connected.